Hey guys, welcome to another video with Joseph Manifesting. Today's video is going to be on a topic that I think is so important, but I don't see anybody talking about. And that is how to have inner conversation with yourself. If you're unsure, if you're doing the correct techniques, if you're having limited beliefs or resistance come up, if you're not sure what to do, this video is going to address how to talk to yourself to get all the answers that you need. Before I go into today's video, if you are interested on one-on-one coaching for specific challenges you're having, you can reach me at josephmanifesting.com. Once you book on there, I will go ahead and set up a time for you that works for both of us. Let's get straight into the video. One thing that I notice in a lot of manifesting videos is it's, hey, get rich tomorrow. It's like all these sales things, right? Just buy this tool and that's going to be the thing that does it. And what I found in manifesting is that it's been a progressive thing. There's been limited beliefs. I have fears. I have trauma from the past. I have difficulties with different stuff. And a lot of people that I work with, I find have the same exact thing. And so my videos are to be real with you, to be authentic, and things that I've actually practiced and know happen for other people so that I can be the most helpful to you. On the journey of me manifesting my desired outcome, or my car, or my wife back twice, on the path, there was many limited beliefs that I had. I mean, we all have them. Otherwise, it wouldn't be manifesting it. It would simply just be you were experiencing it. So one of the biggest key elements that I used was talking to myself. If I was unsure if I was manifesting correctly, or if I didn't know what the next right thing was for me to do, or if I was unsure of an answer, or if I was uncertain, or if someone was sharing information with me and I wasn't sure if it was accurate, I had this simple practice, and this practice will absolutely work for you too. Relax yourself, calm yourself. So take a couple of deep breaths. However you do that, you can go for a walk, you can take a couple of deep breaths. If you practice Dr. Joe Dispenza's breaths, that's my personal favorite. And you sit there and you take in deep breaths, about 5-10 of them, until you're feeling very calm, where the mind feels almost open, relaxed, aware, present in the moment. It may help for you too if you end up using your senses. So like, pick 5 things that you can touch. Okay, so this desk, the chair, my feet on the floor, etc. What's 5 things that I hear? The fan, I can hear car driving by, I can hear my neighbor yelling. Just kidding, they're not yelling, but I'm just saying this as an example. And you do this for all of your senses, and this will help bring you very present and relaxed. And then once in that state, whatever question that you have, or whatever it is that you're having a challenge with, go within and ask yourself, what is the solution to this? What is the next right step for me to do? What is the perfect technique for me? You can literally ask yourself anything that you have questions to, and you will find answers, because the Father is within you. Everything is within you. You have all answers. You are everything it is that you desire to be now. It's all within you. The key is just to utilize it, to know this truth and to practice this. Go within and then feel yourself, or ask yourself whatever question is that you have, and then sit there and wait. And I guarantee you, within a short amount of time, you will feel some decisive answer to whatever it is that you're asking. You know that's what it is to do next. I have used this for hundreds of thousands of things, and I found that it best works when I'm very still, I'm relaxed, I'm calm, because I can hear that still small voice a lot better. Personally, talking a little bit about challenges that I had, well, when I was my upbringing, I felt very neglected. I was beat up by my mom's boyfriend, cussed at me, called me different names. I was made fun of in high school. All these different things ended up happening. So when I was manifesting my wife back, let's just say, for instance, because most people are manifesting a specific person that are in law of assumption, and I kept saying, oh, I'm so loved, I'm so appreciated by my wife, but then I kept having these overwhelmingly fears of abandonment. I identified as anxious attachment, and this happened all the time. No matter how much I affirmed, no matter how much I revised, no matter how much I visualized, this just kept happening. So for me, manifestation was this all-day thing. I was affirming to counter the self-suggestions of pessimistic outcome, words of being abandoned, and then also I had this emotional reaction continuously. I was in this place of fight or flight. From the moment I woke up until I went to bed, I was just worried about this continuously. It was literally what I would call hell. And when I was working through this stuff, I would keep asking myself, instead of denying this emotion, instead of trying to affirm over this, because I found that didn't work, I found the revising over it didn't work. What I needed to do was to go into it. And so I started asking myself these questions. Why is it that you're feeling this way? Why is it that you're having continuous fear? And then I would sit there and observe what would be said to me because of this, 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 and this. And then I would ask myself the question, can you release this emotion? Can you release this trauma? Can we move past this? We know that imagination creates reality. I know that I'm the cause. Is it possible that these things happen to me because I was given self-suggestions from other people, or I saw things in other people and I made assumptions about my life, and then those assumptions caused these things to happen to me? Is it possible that if I release this, that then I can assume something different and I'll get a different outcome? Well, of course the answer was yes, because I know that my assumptions create my reality. There's no doubt in my mind at all, my imagination creates my reality. And so as I did this, I worked out a lot of this trauma. I ended up crying out a lot of this different past pains. There was memories that I completely forgot about that I thought I was healed from, and I ended up releasing these things. And now I'll tell you, I don't consider myself an anxious attachment anymore. I'm not worried about losing my wife. I know my wife loves me dearly, and I love my wife dearly. And I don't have the emotional reaction to the trauma anymore because I released all that stuff, and I did that through talking to myself. And I do this before videos. What video is going to be the most helpful to people watching my channel? What video are people going to love? And I sit there and I wait until I'm given that answer. I don't try to force it. I don't try to do anything. I just let it come to me, and then when it comes to me, then I end up going with it. And this is the way to all of your dreams. Whether it's financial dreams, your relationship, whatever it is, ask your inner self to give you direction. Ask your inner self to give you guidance. Ask your inner self for the truth. And one last thing I want to touch on. Let's say that you want to have this, I don't know, $200,000 a year job, but you catch yourself, you may be procrastinating, you don't believe you can do it, etc., etc. One thing I found that's even very helpful for this, ask your inner self to give yourself the desire or the passion or the belief to believe that this is true, that you can possess this. And so sometimes I found to go from, complete disbelief to belief can be challenging. For a lot of people, it's hard for them to accept it. This is much like what happens when someone's sick and says, I'm healthy. For them, it's a far cry because they've heard, so many stories of, oh, this illness means this, the doctor tells them this. So when they tell themselves, oh, I'm healthy, it's hard for them to believe. So what is in the middle is, please give me the desire to believe, or please help me to believe, or please give me direction on what I need to do to believe. And what you'll find is you'll go through a series of events where it brings you to this place. I've done this with thousands of things, and I assure you it will work for you too. Guys, if today's video was helpful for you, please do like, subscribe, and share this information with others. The more that that's done, the more that this information will be shared with other people that need this. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate you deeply.